so it's not the end of the world, I suppose. But again, gracias for tuning in. John's Moto Garage. This is where we buy, ride, and sell motos. Lots of cool bikes. We got the Hayabusa, we got the FZ09, the Switchback, the Fatboy Low, and the Road King. And we'll be picking up more undoubtedly here soon. I just got back from looking at a bike, and this was super sketchy deal, tons of red flags. I'm gonna show you the clip. We'll jump into it. Just to preface it, here in Arizona, it is a notary state, which means on the title, it has to be notarized by the seller. Otherwise, the buyer cannot go and transfer the title. Let's check out the clip. I'll hit you up after the jump. Alright, what's up you guys? John's Moto Garage. It's wicked dark out. I'm gonna keep this brief and to the point. I drove 45 minutes to come look at this Moto, which I was hoping would be the first bike for the YouTube Moto Flip project. And this is wicked sketch. I don't know what this dude's trying to do, but he's definitely trying to pull a fast one. And I may not be able to explain it here briefly. But basically the title is not in the dude's name, and it's not notarized. Just another example how people will just blatantly waste your time. So let's see how this goes. We will see how it goes. And you said the brakes had been serviced. What all did they do? Did he like replace the pads?
I didn't say they were serviced. I said the brakes are good.
Oh, I thought you said they'd been serviced, but
No,
or fluids. Gotcha. I was just curious if you had done the pads or not with.
I haven't, no.
And you said you've had it 3 years, plus or minus, and you bought it from your brother.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he was the original owner.
I don't know for sure if he actually was.
Okay. Do you mind if I look at the title again real quick? And so you're Toby?
That's him. I haven't changed it to my name.
Okay, that's your brother.
Yeah.
Do you know how long he had it before? Before you bought it?
It was quite a few years.
And so the title hasn't actually been notarized then, he just signed it?
Let's see.
Because you have to actually get like the notary stamp on it, you know?
I guess it hasn't. No, it hasn't.
Did you ever try to register it?
No, I haven't.
So now I'm thinking, okay, Toby's your bro. How long have you owned the bike again? 3 years? So you've had the bike for 3 years, you never registered it or transferred the title? Okay, well, what about your brother? How long did he have the bike? Oh, he had it for quite a few years before that. Well, on the title it shows when the most recent title transfer took place. It has a date, and the date on the title was July 2018. So obviously that's just a blatant lie. Something's not adding up there. The recent title transfer before that was 2016. So even if this dude had owned the bike for 3 years, somehow there are 2 title transfers that his brother did. It just, none of that adds up. Complete BS.
Well, that's going to be a problem.
Does he still live here?
Yeah, he's still in Arizona. Yeah, I'm going to have to have him go in and get it notarized. Yeah, gotta have him get it notarized.
As you could tell, the dude was a bit rattled when I called him out just on the title not being notarized. Oh crap, yeah, I didn't realize that. Yeah, that's an issue. Yeah, that's unfortunately kind of key when it comes to buying a bike. Is he like close by in the valley or?
He's in Santan.
Okay, so he's, where are we at? Queen Creek?
Santan.
Oh, we're in Santan Valley? Okay. If you're okay with it, we could call him real quick if that worked for you and see when he could go in and do it notarized. Because if I talk to him and it sounds good, then I don't necessarily have a problem leaving cash and, you know, meeting up with him.
Get it notarized and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Do you have any idea?
The reason I put it on for sale in Mesa is because I work there. I was just going to take it in there and sell it from there because it's a little more central for most people. A lot of people don't look out this far, so.
Oh, well, I saw it on, it was Queen Creek, I think, on OfferUp where I saw it, so.
I have it on Craigslist in Mesa.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I put it up on Craigslist in Mesa, so I was just going to keep it at my office.
Gotcha.
People come and see stuff easier out there.
Yeah, I see. What did you use it for? Commuting? Just back and forth, or?
A little bit, mainly just to ride around. Not really a commuting bike for me. I have another bike that I have at the office right now. It's a little more comfortable for me commuting.
Yeah. How was it on the freeway? Is it pretty good at highway speeds?
Good. It's got 6 gears, so it cruises just fine.
The reason I was gonna say to call your brother is because I hate to drive all the way back out here from, it's like 45 minutes plus, and that's with no traffic. So if I talked to him and he said, oh yeah, I can get the title notarized, then I wouldn't have a problem giving you cash, and I load it up and we, then I could even meet up with him at some point and pick up the title later. But I hate to make the multiple trips,
Yeah. Pick up right now.
Yeah. What's your brother's name again?
Toby.
And
he works nights.
Oh, gotcha.
Working right now. I can have him get it notarized and then go from there. I'll probably take it into Mesa as well, so.
Oh,
I don't know where you're coming from, so.
I'm in Chandler, so it's like,
Oh, that's right.
yeah, it's about 45 minutes, but Mesa would be much more convenient.
Yeah, I was planning on, as long as it's not raining, taking it up to Mesa, because I've got my other bike there, so I can swap them and bring my other bike home.
Right on. Alright, you guys, so that was the clip of what went down, and I'll go over a few things that may not be apparent to viewers, basically shed light a little bit on what went down and why it was such a shady deal, and why I think the dude was perhaps trying to pull a fast one on me. And I'll be the first to admit, I could have handled things a little bit differently. In hindsight, I should have just called the dude out on all the BS he was feeding me, but I was trying to find like a roundabout way to catch him in his snare, and didn't really pan out. I'm not a super aggressive dude, not real confrontational. I'm pretty passive when it comes to most of those things. But for the sake of other people not wasting their time, it would have been good just to call him out on it. For what it's worth, the dude did post that the motorcycle sold like 5 minutes after I left, so apparently somebody went and picked it up, i.e. he's pulling down the post because he's got to figure out his what's going on. So what happened there, basically a lot of things were not adding up. There were a lot of red flags with the bike, and I knew going into this that some things may have been a little bit sketch and that they weren't being totally honest about a few things, but I didn't realize the extent. Basically, this bike I saw a few weeks previously, and I was going to go out and buy it, but the lady ended up telling me that she sold it. I said, okay, congrats. Well, then it pops up today, and first thing I'm thinking is, okay, whoever bought it is trying to flip it and make a little bit of money. Cool, good on them. I do the same thing. So I'm messaging these people, but they're telling me that they've owned the bike for 3 years, and that the previous owner was the dude's brother. And I asked them, I saw this a couple of weeks ago, were you guys the ones trying to sell it? And they said, oh yeah, we've owned it for 3 years. I was like, okay, so maybe it adds up. So then I made sure the title was notarized. I said, hey, is the title notarized? They said yes. I made them an offer. They initially didn't accept it, and then they hit me up later, hey, if you bring cash today, we'll take your offer. I said, okay, shoot me the address. We went back and forth. Finally, I get the address, and I'm going to go out there. It's like 45 to an hour away. So I hit him up again, just want to make sure there's no surprises. I had him send me the VIN. I said no like dings or dents or major issues, no leaks, nothing like that, so I'm not wasting my time. And he said no surprises. I said okay, cool, let's go check it out. So I get out there. So I tried to call him after the fact because I know there are things I should have done differently. Like I said, I should have just called him out and said, dude, this is BS. Why are you wasting my time? Don't be wasting other people's time. He's not gonna pick up.
forward? You've reached 602-314.
So I tried to give this guy a call, basically to give him the courtesy to kind of come clean on the Moto. He didn't pick up. So I shot him a text message. I say, hey, I got some info on the bike. Think it'd be in your best interest to give me a call. And he said, what are you talking about? I think what happened is he just got screwed. He bought a bike thinking it was a good deal, didn't know his stuff, and found out after the fact that, oh crap, he's stuck with a title that's not notarized, or there's a lien on it, or maybe it's stolen, who knows. And so now he's stuck with the bike and just wants to get rid of it. I think that's what happened. That's my assumption. And so now he's trying to pawn it off on somebody else. I think that's the case, but I don't know for sure because the dude won't pick up his phone and just have an adult conversation about it. That's basically it. I wasted 2 hours of my evening. That's the name of the game. Been there, done that. But I feel like it's my obligation to at least warn other unsuspecting, unknowing potential buyers, because to the wrong person, they could go out there, give them cash, and walk away with a title that they think's good to go, and then they're screwed. And then they're dealing with the headache, trying to get all that stuff sorted out as well. And that's why I wanted to talk to the dude, find out what the deal was, because if that is the case, then who knows? Maybe I could help him get things addressed and rectify the issue. You know, I've done this a lot. I kind of know the ins and outs. But if he's just trying to pawn it off on somebody else and screw them over, then no, that's not cool, bro. Not cool at all. Thanks for checking out the video. Sorry this was long and drawn out and a little bit cringy to watch at moments, but John's Moto Garage is where we buy, ride, and sell motos. Learn from my mistakes. Do as I do, not as I say. But tonight I just wasted 2 hours and 30 bucks in gas. So it's not the end of the world, I suppose. But again, gracias for tuning in. John's Moto Garage. All right, you guys. We'll hit you up on the next one. Hasta luego. Nos vemos.